Have you ever felt exhausted from helping everyone except yourself? Have you ever dropped your own plans, your own rest, your own peace, just to be there for someone who forgets you the moment they walk away? Do people only remember you when they need something? Do they disappear the second you need them back? If you have felt this, if you have lived this, then this story is for you. Because sometimes, the hardest lesson comes from the people we love the most. Once in a peaceful little town, surrounded by green fields and quiet old houses, there lived a man named Samuel. Everyone in the town knew him well. He was the first person they called when something broke. He was the first person they visited when they needed help. Samuel never said no. He smiled and said, "Of course I will help." The neighbors praised him. The shopkeepers thanked him. Children waved at him. Everyone loved Samuel. But no one ever asked how Samuel was doing. They only came when they needed him. And Samuel never noticed the difference. Every morning, Samuel woke up early. But not for himself. He rushed to fix a neighbor's leaking pipe. He carried heavy boxes for the old shopkeeper. He repaired broken chairs for families who never offered even a glass of water in return. His hands were always busy, but never for his own home. His fence had been broken for months. His garden was full of weeds. His roof had a crack that let the rain drip through. But Samuel ignored it all. There was always someone else who needed him more. One evening, his mother sat beside him and said softly, "Samuel, you help everyone in this town. But tell me, who will help you?" Samuel gave a tired smile and replied, "It's okay, Mother. One day, they will remember my kindness." But deep down, even he was not sure if that day would ever come. One evening, dark clouds gathered over the town. A heavy storm was coming. Everyone rushed to protect their homes. Samuel ran out too, but not to save his own things. He went straight to help his neighbor cover his crops. He helped another family move their furniture inside. He worked until the rain soaked his clothes. But when he finally returned home, his heart sank. The wind had torn his broken fence apart. His garden was flooded. His wooden boxes lay destroyed in the mud. Samuel sat on his wet doorstep, rain dripping from his face. He looked around, waiting for someone to come. Anyone. But no one knocked, no one called his name. The same people he had helped were safe inside their homes, not even thinking of him. And in that cold, silent moment, something inside Samuel finally broke. The next morning, Samuel woke up with a heavy heart. He did not go to help anyone. Instead, he walked quietly to the edge of the town, where an old retired teacher named Mr. Thomas lived in a small cottage near the river. Mr. Thomas was known for his wisdom and simple life. Samuel sat beside him and asked, "Sir, I have helped everyone my whole life. But today, I feel empty. I feel tired. Not from work, but from people. Why does kindness feel like a burden?" Mr. Thomas looked at him calmly, listened to every word, and nodded slowly. Mr. Thomas pointed to the river flowing gently before them. He said, "Samuel, look at this river. It gives water to the trees, the birds, the animals, and the farms. But when the river has no banks, no limits, what happens?" Samuel thought for a moment and replied, "It floods. It destroys everything." Mr. Thomas nodded and said, "Exactly. Kindness without boundaries becomes self-destruction. You are giving so much that you are drowning yourself." Samuel listened quietly as the old man continued, "For the next 7 days, I want you to try something. Before you say yes to anyone, stop and ask yourself one question. Will helping them harm me? If the answer is yes, say not today. Do this, Samuel, and see what changes." The next morning felt different. Around noon, a friend came running to Samuel and asked him to help carry some heavy furniture. Samuel looked at his own broken fence, still lying in pieces. His heart wanted to say yes, but he remembered Mr. Thomas's words. He took a deep breath and said, "I am sorry. Today, I need to fix my own fence. Maybe another time." His friend stared in shock, but Samuel stayed firm. That evening, for the first time in months, his fence stood strong again. On the second and third day, more neighbors came with small favors. Each time, Samuel politely refused. And each evening, he felt lighter. A quiet peace filled his heart. On the fourth day, his roof started leaking again. He waited for someone to knock on his door, but no one came. Instead of feeling angry, Samuel felt something new: strength. He picked up his tools and fixed the roof himself. Weeks passed. His garden began to bloom. His house looked neat and cared for. His face looked fresher, less tired. And slowly, something unexpected happened. People stopped treating him like a tool. They began greeting him with respect. They no longer demanded. They asked politely. Samuel finally understood that the world respects those who first respect themselves. One afternoon, a neighbor who had always used Samuel came knocking at his door. He needed help moving some heavy boxes from his shed. In the past, Samuel would have dropped everything and rushed to help, but this time he paused. He looked the man in the eyes and said calmly, "Not today. I have my own work to finish." The neighbor stood frozen, unable to believe what he had just heard. Samuel had never refused before. After a moment of silence, the man simply nodded and walked away. And for the first time, Samuel did not feel guilt. He felt peace. A few weeks later, Mr. Thomas visited Samuel. He looked at the neat garden, the repaired fence, and the peaceful smile on Samuel's face. He asked softly, "So Samuel, did the world fall apart when you stopped saying yes to everyone?" Samuel smiled and replied, "No, sir. In fact, my world finally came together. So, my friend, are you like Samuel? Do you say yes when your heart screams no? Do you drop your own needs just to keep others happy? Do you give and give until there is nothing left for yourself? Do people remember you only when they need something? If this sounds like your life, then maybe it is time for a change. Remember this, no is not selfish, no strength. It means you are choosing peace over pressure. Your time, your energy, your heart are precious. Protect them, because the world will only respect you when you start respecting yourself. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And always remember, boundaries are not walls. They are bridges to a better life.